Salami, plátano con salami, plátano con salami, una cebollita con su yuca, una cebollita con su yuca, una cebollita con su yuca, una cebollita. Hey, 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 hey.
Hi, welcome to Curly Couch. This is Ashley. If you want to see how I went ahead and achieved this beautiful golden olive look, thank you for watching. So we're going ahead and starting with my Ardell brow powder and this angled brow brush. So I'm taking this brown shade here and I'm just following my eyebrows. If you can see that little gap I have there, that's the first thing I'm going to go to, just so I can try to make my whole eyebrow even. So what I'm doing is pressing the powder in, making sure that it fills up my gaps, and then I'm following the natural arch of my brow. Shading it in, making the tail as pointy as it can be and as precise. Going in on top with the powder and just making sure that it covers that gap, and it just seems flawless. The whole brow is just one. Going ahead and doing the same thing with the other brow, just following the natural arch. Boom, making sure from the bottom and the top it's even. Making sure that both brows are as even as they possibly can be. Now I'm going in with my Wet n Wild concealer in the shade Light Medium as eyeshadow base. Blending that out with my Beauty Blender. Now I'm going to use my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Vault Collection palette. This is called Armed and Gorgeous. I'm using this BH Cosmetic blending brush and I'm going to use the shade Agent as my transition color. So I'm taking the brush and I'm slowly just putting the color out there. I don't want anything crazy. I want it to be as soft as it can. So once I have the desired softness, I can keep adding to intensify the color. So I'm just patting and brushing and swiping. And my hand is very light, making sure that I'm able to flow from one side to the next. Taking a little bit more and just making it more intense. You really want this color to pop out so that when we put the other colors, you can still see them. Blending it in my crease. Okay, and now I'm going in with the shade Smooth Chrono in this Equal Tools brush. I like this brush because it's very precise and I can kind of target the area in which I want to. So for me, in this case, I wanted to target my actual crease. I have my friend Corey here hyping me up on FaceTime, so shout out to you, Corey. Thank you so much for always supporting me. So I'm taking Smooth Criminal and I'm just blending it out on the crease. And we're going to also take it up and make sure that it blends in with the first transition shade as well. With this color, I wanted to make it pop out even more. So I just kept taking little by little and just adding to the intensity. So I'm taking this BH Cosmetic and I'm going back into Agent. And I'm just making sure that the color doesn't get lost with Smooth Criminal. Yeah, so I'm going over it, making sure that both colors appear. taking Smooth Criminal now, and I'm just going back to reinforce the color. Now I'm taking this angled brush. I'm not sure from where, I just got it on my Laura Beauty box, and I'm gonna take the shade Top Secret. I'm gonna attempt to put it on my lid, and as you can see here, it's not really transferring. I'm not sure why. It was kind of weird, so I figured that since it wouldn't appear like that regularly on my lid, I would just have to do a cut crease. So I'm taking my Wet n Wild concealer, and I'm taking this Anjou flat brush that I got from Amazon. It comes in a kit, and you know, I'm just using it to help me out with this crease, with this cut crease. Just making sure that I follow the line and I take my time. But you know, cut creases are difficult and something that I struggle with because I want it to be perfect. And I'm not sure how, you know, these YouTubers do it. So that's why this is a learning process and we can learn together. So I didn't really like the shape, but we can go ahead and always fix it later on. Letting it dry a little bit so that I can go ahead and apply the green shadow that we were trying to apply earlier. So Top Secret, again, we're taking the same brush and we're gonna put it on the lid now, on the side. So you see now that green is popping up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little on the side, but we're gonna leave a little gap in the middle. So we're gonna put it in the front and towards the back of the eye, I would say. And leaving that little gap in the middle so that we can go ahead and put a shimmer shade down. Blending out that green on both ends. Okay, now I'm taking the shimmer shade Coin. I'll show you guys a little later what color that is. So I took a little bit on my finger instead, just so that the color could pop up. Then I'm gonna take this flat brush and make sure that I have it all even on top as well. So this is the shade that I'm using, Coin. I'm gonna use the shade right next to it to also just put on top. Just give that a little oomph. And take the brush, make sure it's precise. Okay, taking the little wipe, making sure that everything's even, blending it out. And now I did the other eye and the eyeliner off camera. Unfortunately, I'm not all that great at eyeliner yet, so I had to take my time off camera, but definitely once I get the hang of it, I'm going to post a video while doing my eyeliner as well. So I'm taking my Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 320 and I'm just blending that out. Got some on my nose, make sure that's covered. My edges, everything. Now I'm taking this Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 300 and just conceal everywhere that needs it. Under my eyes, a little on the forehead because I like my forehead to have a little bit of shine in the middle, and just a little on my chin. Blending that out with this beauty blender. So I'm taking this crop finishing powder and my Morphe brush, and I'm just using this to set my foundation and concealer. I use this instead of the baking powder, it just works better for me. Now I'm taking this contour kit from Black Radiance, and I'm using my Morphe brush. I'm using the first contour shade right there, and I'm using to contour my cheekbones, my jawlines, and also my forehead. Such an affordable and great palette. I really recommend it. It has contour, sculpt, and highlight. So I'm using my Tarte blush in the shade Quirky, and I'm using the Equal Tools for that. Now I'm taking the same Black Radiance Contour Palette, and I'm using my Morphe brush to highlight. This highlight is bomb, and it comes in the kit, and I just think it's so worth your money. Applying it everywhere need be. I like to shine bright. Using my e.l.f. Prime Mist, and I'm just letting that dry. Now I'm using my mascara, making sure that my lashes are to its full potential. I still don't have the grasp of putting fake lashes on, but like I stated, this is a learning channel. We'll all learn together. So I'm using this pink gloss. I didn't really have that many glosses, so I thought this would be a nice little shimmery gloss that would kind of complete everything. Just a beautiful shade that just has my lips glowing. Hey, okay. So this is the finished look. Thank you so much for viewing this video. I appreciate you taking the time. I hope that this was helpful, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.